July 28th, 2017. It's a Friday. My name is Bill McCamley. I'm a state representative from Las Cruces and Mesilla with your legislative update for the day. I want to talk to you today about public lands. Specifically here in my town is the Organ Mountains Desert Peaks National Monument. So in 2005, I was a newly elected county commissioner. I still had hair here in Las Cruces, and one of the first things that people came to talk to me about was an effort to establish this national monument for a whole host of reasons. We want to protect the land, it would be good for jobs and all that kind of thing. I co-sponsored this monument resolution where the county came out in favor of it with a Republican named Kent Evans, because all of these reasons were not really partisan issues so much as things that people in the community really wanted. Since that time, over a decade, there has been a huge push to get this established, and in 2014, President Obama established this large national monument. Now, this has been a good thing for three reasons. Number one, the process was extensive. There was, as I said, 10 years worth of work put by a ton of community members. There's a massive amount of community support for this monument, and because that process was extensive and good, the monument got created. Number two has been jobs. Look, I chair the Economic Development Committee in the House of Representatives here in the state, and though we need to do a hell of a lot better in a lot of different ways, there's three things that we've done well over the past decade. We've worked really well at the film industry, our border trade has been a success, and tourism has been one of the bright spots for New Mexico. So with Organ Mountains Desert Peaks, the fact that my community has been mentioned in publications like National Geographic and the LA Times means that people have been coming here to hike up there, to camp out there, to rock climb, and what do? They spend money at restaurants, and coffee shops, and hotels. And a lot of folks really like the area and want to see it protected, so they come here and buy homes, which is why realtors and the Home Builders Association have been such huge champions for protecting this monument. There's also a moral aspect to this. So some of these areas are some of the most pristine, beautiful landscapes in the country. And there is a national effort by many on the very, very right wing to remove national protections from lands so they can eventually either be sold outright or transferred over to the state so they can be sold outright. And you saw the most extreme version of this with the Bundy family last year, where they went up into Oregon, seized a federal building because they wanted to bring the point that they want these lands sold off to the highest bidder. And Steve Pearce, who is a U.S. congressman from down here, has been a huge proponent of this kind of theory, as well as many in the state legislature, including Yvette Herrell, one of the ladies that wants to try to replace him. And I've had to fight that because I disagree with that. I think that in a lot of cases, when you have such a unique piece of land like we have here in Las Cruces, beauty, wonder, majesty, all of these things should not be sold off to the highest bidder. And there is an effort at the Trump administration level to either shrink these lands or maybe even get rid of them, the protections, completely. So Secretary Zinke is in town. He is the U.S. Secretary of the Interior and has been yesterday and today. I and a bunch of other local officials are going to be meeting with him in 53 minutes to tell him how strongly we believe in this, how bipartisan the effort to get this was, and how good it is for jobs and good it is for our community. So hopefully we can protect this. It can be something that the community's support really triumphs on and that we can win on. So we'll let you know as this goes down, but this is a big deal for us here today. And as always, if you have questions, comments, or concerns on these or any other issues, I'd love to hear from you and hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Thank you so much.